What's up? This is your boy Daniel Charles Williams coming back at you. Welcome to my channel, and just gonna do a vlog right now. I got some time, and I'm just gonna talk about a couple of things. Some things I had talked about before, and just a little bit more things. Again, like I said, this is for the working class. And I'm really trying to focus on them, and anybody else can listen and learn as well. But like I said, I do eBay because I'm, in need of additional funds, and right now my focus is just savings, and eventually after some time it'll be a little bit of income. But right now my focus is saving. So with this game, you just got to be patient and just keep on with the plan. So when you have when you have obstacles, I don't want to call them obstacles, when you have real life like jobs, I mean, you're not going to be able to knock it out the park every day, every week, or whatever it is, like you see people do, either on YouTube, or you see people doing it on Facebook and Instagram, and they may list all their items and stuff like that. And let me say, I'm at work. I'm at work, so these are not items here. Those are not items. I'm just at work, and that's just some work stuff. I don't want people to be like, "Oh, you're in your garage." I'm not in my garage. I wish my garage looked this neat, but it's not. But oh man, darn. Gotta come back. Start, right? All right, cool. All right, so we back. I had to pause for a second. All right, shoot, wait, gotta pause again. Sorry. All right, so I'm back. Hopefully, like I said, I do all this stuff. I do my eBay stuff on my downtime. Now, before I was, taking off track, I was just talking about, just listing. I was talking about listing basically for the working class, right? And basically, it's not an easy, when you have work and you have a life. I know it's not easy, but it still can be done by us, right? Because a lot of the times when you see people on YouTube and stuff like that, I mean, a lot of times there are people who either, what I'm saying, and hopefully I don't offend people who don't work for whatever reason, right? That could be a stay-at-home mom, who don't need to work, right? They watch the kids and stuff like that. Husband might work, and vice versa, right? Could be a stay-at-home husband. I have seen that also. Stay-at-home husband, wife works, husband got time to stay home and stuff like that, because you got time. He tends to the kids and stuff just like the wife would, but you have a lot of time. So when you have time like that, I mean, you can kill eBay. If someone has that mentality, in which some do, I mean, you can make a killing on eBay. So in the time that you're not doing anything, when the kids go off to school and everything like that, man, you can just make a killing, right? So that's what people do. Not everybody has that privilege, right? So then you might have the young person who's stay home with moms and pops and stuff, and don't do anything but yet gain the knowledge, like, I'm not, I'm not going out there, and I'm not, getting oh shoot, I don't even have my hopefully you can hear me a little better, but I'm, basically they kind of got the concept, right? Heck that, I am not going out there getting an apartment, nothing like that. I'm gonna stay home with moms and mommy, and I'm gonna kill this eBay thing until it blows up. And that's the great mentality, right? And you got a whole bunch of other cases where people have, a lot of free time. But for us who just now starting to figure it out, and we're on with our lives, we married, we got kids, we got, jobs we hate, you know what I'm saying? Multiple jobs, and we're like, yo, we want to get into this game. It's a little harder for us, but it is not impossible. Okay, it's not impossible. It can be done. And like I said, if I can do it, then I know you can do it. And if I can make it work, then you can make it work. It does take patience. It takes patience. It takes patience and consistency. And that's how you're going to get through it. Patience and consistency, right? I mean, whatever, schedule you got, you just stick to that schedule, right? So say if you just got one day off a week, like me, right? I just got one day off a week. Just like one day off a week. And mine is not even like a legitimate one day off, because I work midday and I work nights. So one job, I will work a night shift, right? And then that next day I'll be off. So what I got to do that next day? I got to sleep that next day, and then the next day after that, I go to my midday job, right? So like basically, it's like a half a day. It's not even a whole day off. So what I do is I kind of look at my week and I kind of see what days, what gaps I have in my schedule where I can squeeze in some eBay stuff, right? So it's not a lot of eBay stuff, but it's just whatever I can squeeze in, right? So, but for me, because I just try to keep consistent with that, I start to build up inventory. But say for you, right? Say if a person, now, I'm just saying if a person just has one day off, right? One day off. In most cases, people have 2 days off. But if you just have one day off, your schedule can be, right? That one day off that week, you go and source, right? And like I said in my previous videos, that's the reason why I like just going to thrift stores, going to Goodwill and stuff like that instead of going to garage sales, because garage sales sometimes is just not feasible for everybody. Because not everybody have weekends off. I don't have weekends off, right? So I can't do garage sales because I don't have weekends off. So that one day you have off, go to the thrift store, you know what I mean? And rack up on all the stuff that you can rack up. And then that'll be your task for that day. It's over with, done, right? If you do have time to start listing that day, then go ahead. But if you don't have time, that's fine. You can put your stuff in order or whatever they say. You got jeans or you got pants or whatever it is that you got, you can just put them all in order and you're done for that day. The next week, the next day, the next following week, when you have off, then you're gonna list, right? Then you're gonna list your stuff. And that's what happened. That's what you do if you got just one day off. You know what I mean? So you got to make it work. But that will work, if you just stay consistent, right? If you stay consistent, that will work. No, it's not going to be speedy, fast, and no, you're not going to be, having, whatever it is, whatever it is people got in their stores. You kind of look through people, they got thousands of items. No, you're going to have thousands of items, but you're still going to keep, just keep adding on, right? So now for the people who want to get, who want to make it work, who want to get it in, like me, right? I got one day off, but I try to get it in every second that I can. Okay. Now you saw my last video. Like I said, I have a bag. My bag comes with me wherever I go. And anytime I have downtime, it's on. Okay. So if I'm at, work and I have some downtime, it's on. Right? It's on. And I know not everybody can do that, because it all depends on what type of work you do. I mean, if you got a desk job, or if you're working in some convenience store, or whatever that is, you're not going to be able to do it. But in those cases, right, you just have to get it in whatever you get it in. If you come home that day and you got a couple of hours to spare, don't watch TV. All right? Don't watch TV. Yes, you got to give up something. Okay? You got to give something up. That's just what it is. Could be TV. I don't know what it is. I just say TV because majority of people, we watch TV. TV, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it is that, that takes that whatever it is, whatever leisure time you have, you're gonna have to cut it out. That's it. You're gonna cut it out. So, all right. So, I want to show just a little bit of, and I'm going to do it old school. I'm just going to show a little bit because I don't like editing nothing. I don't got time for that. So I'm just going to show in some stuff inside my eBay account. Some stuff I previously showed because I don't sell a lot of stuff, but I just want to show how it adds up, right? All right, so we're just inside my eBay account, and I just got an account, right? Because I don't have a store, so you know, when you're just starting out, you just get an account. So these right here I just sold today. I just listed those. I want to say I just listed those today, but those are shoes that I got. I mean, that my son wore. And they didn't want them anymore, so I listed them and sold them. So I do that a lot. A lot of people starting out, just look around the crib, just look around the house and just grab stuff that you don't want. Trust me, if you don't want it, somebody else wants it. So my son didn't want those. I listed them. I think I put them up for like 20 something bucks. And I'm telling you now, I can assure you my wife only paid 20 something dollars for those things. But I listed them for $24, I think, and I took an offer for $15. So to me, I don't count that as anything. That is just free inventory for me because they were used, and I got it for nothing to add to my inventory. All right, so okay, and then I'll show you. And these are the items that I probably already showed already, but I'm just going to show them again just to let you know what. Is it spinning? Okay, it's spinning. Okay. So, like I said, that right there just sold. This right here sold the other day. But just waiting for somebody to pay for that, right? They didn't pay for it yet, but it's cool. I sold this the other day. It's another item my wife purchased. Didn't fit, so she didn't want it. So it didn't fit, so she didn't want it. So I sold it and listed it under my inventory. I told you, I showed you that before. I got that item 50 cents, sold that. Got that item for 50 cents, sold that. Told you guys about this one already. That was another item my wife used, broke it. I still sold it for $5. Another item here, which I don't remember what we paid for that, but another item here which I paid, you know, nothing for. Sold it. Sold this one, also paid nothing for it. 50 cents. Another item which I told you guys about already. This one, sold that one. My son broke it. Game. Sold it for $20. Somebody gave me these for free. Sold those for $5. Got another item here, 50 cents. Another pair of pants I sold for 50 cents. And these, I told you guys before, these were damaged. All right, so I still sold it for $6.99. Got it for 50 cents. Still sold it for $6.99. Still made a profit on that. So, and that's all you got to do is just keep adding to the inventory. And I wanted to show another thing. Hold on, let me pause it real quick so I can make sure I get to the right section here. All right, so I want to go over here to my active listings just to show you. I got my stuff, and I'm just going to show you just the part where I have the. Where's my little finger? Another finger coming in? Okay, cool. All right, just the watchers, right? So now this stuff was recently listed, like within the last 60 days, this stuff was listed, right? So what happens when you list stuff? You don't have to do anything. Just list it. Make sure the title is good, and make sure it's priced like it's supposed to be priced. And over time, you know, you'll kind of get familiar with the way things are supposed to be priced. When you start out, just look up the item. Just look in eBay, look up that item, and look up something similar and price it just the same. Just like the ones you see inside the system, and just leave it. So these right here, like I said, just listed not too long ago, already has some watches on it. And you'll see what's going to happen is that when you list your items, sorry about the screen jumping, but when you list your items, it will not have any watchers, but then eventually it'll start having watchers. And it's just going to add up. It's just going to add up. You're going to get more watches to your items, and then eventually you're going to sell something. And it's just going to start trickling down. It's going to add up. And when you do so I like to do a sort on watches because it just tells me, which item is being watched. And most likely if it doesn't happen in this order all the time, but most likely the more watches you get, the greater chance you're going to sell an item next. But it can be, it could be anyway. But, so like I said, all these, let me see if I can try to stop that from jumping. All of these items that I have here, I got watches, I got a watch on this one. These are just recently listed. Like I said, I remember when I listed those. Like I said, plus size jeans, those are my favorite. These we had for a while. I can't even remember where. My wife probably got those. But for the most part, the jeans I got for 50 cents. The game was my son's, or mine. No, this was my game, sorry. This was my old PS2 game, and obviously, that's like super old. But I listed it, obviously, because I don't want it. So instead of me giving it to Goodwill, I'm listing it. So a lot of times, what I used to do years ago, what me and my wife used to do years ago is, we used to give so much stuff to Goodwill. It was not funny. But I gave away so much stuff. I mean, I could have had so much more inventory, but we used to give every year, we gave stuff away. Obviously I don't do that now. I mean, only if I, go through it and the stuff I just don't want to be bothered with, I would give to Goodwill. But for the most part, if I got good items, I'm selling it. So, but, again, like I said, 50 cents for those. Like I said, I don't remember what I paid for those. 50 cents for that shirt, could be even less. The dress, 50 cents for that. And I got to watch it, someone's watching it. And again, the same thing with the views. Your views will pick up, your watches will pick up. Another dress, someone's watching that. Can't believe I paid like 50 cents for that, right? Got it for $29.99. Same with the jeans. American Eagle, picked those up. Alfred Dunner, that is like a nice brand that sells all the time. They don't usually sell for I guess they do. They sell around the $10 to $20 range. If you can pick those up for 50 cents, and they will give you a return on your money almost every time. And Liz stuff, if you get it for cheap, it doesn't hurt, especially if it's a good, good quality brand. Man, I picked it up all the time for 50 cents all the time. So, then you got some Dockers, which you'll see everywhere you go. Nothing special. If you guys can see the stuff I have, is nothing special. Old Navy, Dockers, Liz Sport. Alfred Dunn is like a special name, but it is in JCPenney's, I want to say. Either JCPenney's or Macy's, but another store brand. But obviously you'll come across Levi's. This Carolina Blues is a name that you probably won't see too often, but it pops up from time to time. And obviously I got 17 people who looked at that, and I got somebody who's watching it. So no, this is not Versace, and it's not Gucci, and it's not, whatever brand. And there's the Xbox 360 that I no longer want anymore. The kids don't even want to use it. So I got it listed. Instead of me giving it away, I got it listed and someone's watching it, right? So instead of me giving that away, just sell it, right? And I got some watches, man. And this all happened just in the last 2 months, right? So in the last 2 months, I got some people watching my stuff, which is really, really good. And like I said, this one was a part of that face cleaner that my wife broke. It was the base, and I got that listed for $19.99, and someone's watching it, right? Got a lot of views on it for me, right? 122. A lot of views on that. And these are just some games that I listed. These all are, I have even more games, but I'm so not interested in listing games. I hate listing games. It's just not my thing, because I just don't like them. Because you have to look up each game. Like, I don't even know what the games are worth. So just you spend so much time trying to look up the games and see what they're worth. And a lot of times the games are not really worth a lot of money. So I think spending time trying to look up games and list them is just really a waste of time. I'd rather list a pair of jeans for $15 instead of listing a game for $2 or $4.99. So wait, I don't like it. But anyway, so that's the stuff I got. I'm gonna switch it around. So all right, so that's the stuff I have in my account, in my eBay account, and like I said, nothing special, right? I don't have anything special in there. I don't have nothing special. So all of the videos you see where people talk about the top names, I don't have any of that in there. You know, I think if I would have kept going, I got some 7 jeans somewhere down in there, but you know, I'll come across that stuff from time to time. Actually, you know, I didn't even list those yet, but the stuff that I have sold recently, just your everyday stuff. Okay, so reason why I say that, because you know, I think it gets it becomes overwhelming when you watch videos and people be talking about all these name brands and all this stuff that, you know, that you think that you have to find, right? You don't have to find all that stuff. Just everyday stuff. If it looks nice, I mean, very simple stuff, right? Obviously, you'll find jeans on top of jeans. So really good quality jeans, right? It doesn't even have to be name brand, but if you look at it and it's good quality jeans, and they're cheap. I mean, if you pick up a pair of jeans for 50 cents and they're good quality, I don't care what the name is, grab it. Especially if it's a plus size. I mean, people probably pay for that. People probably pay to get this information. Plus size jeans all day, every day. Plus size dresses all day, every day. Dresses, period. All right. So plus size dresses, grab it. Big and tall clothes, grab it for men. It was so funny. I was watching Know It to Flip It, and I love watching this channel because his channel is like super, super funny. And he grabbed like a big and tall coat, and he was about to put it back, and I was like, "Oh my God, you are not going to do that." But he looked it up, and he said eventually he grabbed it and purchased it, and of course it sold, right? I believe it sold if I remember correctly, but he picked it up. That's the most important thing. But big and tall stuff, man, all day, every day. People leave that stuff behind. They'll go to the thrift stores and the outlets and stuff like that, and it'll be big and tall stuff, just plus size stuff, just laying around. You know what I mean? You know, you'll be amazed when you go to a thrift store and you'll have like crowds and crowds of people fighting over a bin and all that stuff, and you'll go through and you'll eventually get to that bin and it'll be nothing. It'll be just tons of big and tall and tons of plus size stuff just sitting there, and people leave that stuff behind. That stuff sells like nothing all day, you know. So, but like I said, nothing special. So that's part 1. Okay. All right. So part 2 to this, and I'm going to keep stressing it over and over again. I'm going to make more videos about it. So, because not everybody's going to go through all my videos. The other part is, once you start getting money in your PayPal account, you start selling stuff. The other part is, don't touch the money. Okay. I know some people, you know, when you first starting out, don't touch the money. It don't make any sense to touch the money, because you're not going to really have enough money in there to do anything with, right? Because it's just going to be, eventually you'll get a couple $100 and it'll grow and it'll be $1,000 and stuff like. Leave the money in the bank. Leave the money in the PayPal, or take the money once you get it in your PayPal. I would advise just transfer the money into one of your accounts and leave the money there. I don't advise to leave the money in the PayPal, because there's I heard of, it never happened to me, but I heard about people PayPal's freezing, getting frozen, and stuff like that. I'm not saying that you can't unfreeze your PayPal, but if someone whatever it might be, I don't know, dispute something, or I have heard this happen. It hasn't happened to me, but I have heard people accounts getting frozen. But the way that you battle against that is that you just transfer the money out. As soon as you know what I mean. As soon as you get a chance, you just transfer the money out and you put it into your bank, and it's done. So people don't realize, you can have multiple PayPal accounts. If something happens to a PayPal account, you can get another PayPal account. It's not hard, very easy to do. But you just want to make sure you take your money out. If that was to happen, again, and people probably pay for this information, if that PayPal account is frozen, that's fine. Just open another PayPal account and continue on, and then you resolve whatever with that PayPal account. And once that resolved, then you can go ahead and continue to use the PayPal account that you have. But, I wouldn't advise to leave the money in the account. But I don't think anybody would have any problems with they PayPal. Usually people who, probably doing questionable things, right? Probably selling stuff that they're probably not supposed to. eBay has policies and stuff on certain things. And, I think you can get yourself in hot water when you sell a lot of, high-end stuff, because, obviously there's a big counterfeit world going on, and I think you can get in hot water for that. I don't sell any bit, I might come across some things here and there, but nothing crazy. And that's why I really don't like selling stuff for I don't like selling really expensive stuff. I'm just not interested in doing it. You know what I mean? It's not part of my business model. Not part of my business model. But anyway, I don't think anybody would have the issue. But money goes into your PayPal account, put it in your bank, leave it. Just let it stack up, all right? And I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that with stacking up the money. Just stack the money. Don't touch it. All right. So, but other than that, that's about it. I just wanted to touch base just to show you my account, show you the everyday stuff I got in there. Everyday stuff that you can sell. Just keep on with the plan. That's all. Keep on with the plan. If you can list a couple of items a week, then that's what you can list. Oh well, you list a couple of items a week. Just keep on with the plan. I feel like every week it'll get better. Every week you'll get faster. You'll start to know more brands. You'll start to know more styles. But it's simple. It's even easier, and I showed a couple of. It's even easier when you come across shoes, right? Now you can go to the bins, and I love going to the bins and grab shoes, but sometimes, last time I went to the bins to grab shoes, there was no shoes to grab. I think somebody probably took all the shoes. I had seen that happen. I went to the bins one time, and it was a family, and they took every pair of shoes. What they did was took all the shoes and put them into the corner, which should have been illegal. They took all the shoes. They went and grabbed all the shoes and they put them in the corner, and they went to look through all the shoes. Horrible, right? Horrible. And I don't know if they was grabbing them to maybe send them to the country. Could have been, or maybe they was grabbing them to sell them. But regardless, I feel like, that was cheating a little bit. But that can happen. But if you can go to the bins, or even go to a thrift store, and they may have them, super cheap. Look for some good shoes, and like I said, same thing with the shoes. Don't worry about knowing the name brand. If you pick up a good quality shoe and it's cheap, go ahead and grab it. Because if it's cheap, what you gonna lose? So, but if you got time, look up the shoe. Look up the shoe. Look up the shoe on eBay, Amazon, if you got time for that. I don't have, most of the time I don't do that. I just don't got time. I don't got the patience to sit there and look up everything I see, you know, because I want to just, that's the whole purpose of me getting it cheap. Get it cheap, yo, I'll worry about all that stuff later. But that's about it, man. I'm gonna cut it off, and you know, if you guys got any questions, just hit me up. You know, again, I got a video I want to upload, but I wanted to shout out, like I said, Noah the Flipper. Appreciate you hitting on my channel. I think it was Waldo. Sorry if I killed the name, but appreciate you subscribing to my channel and giving me some comments and stuff. You know, yo, just keep at it. I'm out. Oh, so hit the like button, please. All right, I'm out. Peace.